Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for Friday, the 16th of April, 2021. I have a live show pretty much every day. It's called Psychic Cafe. I would love to see you there. Live here on YouTube. You can get mini reads in there as well. So by donation, you can come along in there and have your questions answered. Your questions that you've got for your higher self, you can have them answered by me. I also give private readings as well. Now, I do my readings within 24 hours of you ordering them. So my availability is always on my website, behealing.com. The only place it's the only place that they are available from. So don't get scammed by anyone else. I will never contact you individually for getting a reading. So if they're all sold out on my website for the reading that you want, then just check back within 24 hours. There will be some more availability coming up for them. So let's get some cards out for the collective then. All signs. What have we all got going on today? Friday the 16th of April. What energies do we all have going on today? Friday the 16th of April. For the collective. Cards don't want to speak. Oh, here we go. We've got born with a gift. So something inspirational is what I just heard. Something inspirational is coming out of us today. You might be inspired to do something, but in turn, you're going to be inspirational to others. Nice. So you're being a gift to the world today. You're being inspired and then you're being inspirational. I love it. Let's get a cat out. Find out more about this. Okay, we've got intuition. Yeah, you're being inspired. Intuition. Meet Ghost Kitten. She's the light within us that helps us to guide us through our life. She's always beckoning us to enter our inner world, to dig deep and to meet her there. If you're quiet, you can hear her whispering to you, perhaps about a creative project or a person you should reach out to, or even leaving a stifling job. Play with what makes her whispers louder and clearer for you. Maybe it's meditation or sleeping enough or taking a shower. Experiment with following your intuition and notice what magic unfolds. Now, I want to add to that as well. Our intuition is better when the more aligned we are. Alignment means being in high vibration, yeah, but it also means being on the same page as our higher self. So seeing things and being in that vibration as the same as our higher selves, seeing things from a universal perspective, right? Which is the same as being high vibe. So one way that we can do that is by being optimistic. Because if we're not blindly optimistic, but if we're optimistic and expect the best from everything until we're proven wrong, then that gets us in high vibes, and we're more likely to have our intuition instead of our fears being the stuff that's driving us, right? So the thoughts that we're having, rather than being fearful thoughts as trying to protect ourselves from harm, they're going to be inspirational thoughts, yeah? And so if you're optimistic until you're proven wrong, right? So if somebody comes into your life, you can be optimistic about them, hope to get the best out of them and all of that. But once they show you, once you're proven wrong in that, so whether it's an opportunity or a person, then just be proven wrong. Don't then beat yourself up. Just deal with it or turn away from that person or make another decision. But don't beat yourself up about it. Don't tell yourself, I knew I shouldn't have been optimistic. I knew I shouldn't have trusted that person. I was a fool for trusting that person. I was a fool for taking that opportunity. Don't let that, just don't beat yourself up about it. Just be proven wrong. It's like, okay, well, that's not for me then. And then go on being optimistic. And so you need to be empowered along with the optimism, not blind optimism, just letting anything into your life and then beating yourself up when it all goes wrong. Don't do that, right? And so once you get into this high alignment and using your intuition, tapped into your intuition there, you seem to get really lucky. Life seems to be really lucky because everything goes in your favor when you're in that high vibration. It really does, because you're following your intuition, right? And so now when things go wrong for me, because I'm following my intuition all the time, when things go wrong for me, I'm like, what the hell, higher self? What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? But there's always a positive reason for it afterward. When the very few occasions where it does go wrong, it's either when I am ignoring my intuition, so I'm kind of overriding it, Or it's when something random, it just goes wrong, and there tends to be an upgrade that comes from it in that case. Starting off with the Nine of Wands here. She's the wounded warrior. She's wary. See? She's wary. So is that you? Are you being wary like that, or are you being optimistic? What's your first energy toward things? Is it that wounded warrior, the one that's been wounded, the one that's acting from ego, meaning acting from fear, being wary of everyone, having to shut down? I mean, that if you've been openly optimistic and you've been hurt many times because of it, not being empowered, then yeah, you're going to be like that. You're going to be the wounded warrior. Maybe it's time for you to step into that optimism again, but without the beating yourself up about it, without the, continuing being optimistic even when people are showing you who they really are and it's not good, you know? Yeah, empowerment and then optimism. Then your justice can come in, right? The universe needs to trust you to do the right thing for yourself, by yourself, to look after yourself. Not keep on jumping on those grenades for other people. The grenades that other people are throwing, don't do it. And then you'll have your victory. Wow, justice and the Six of Wands here. That is great energy. Really good energy. Let's get one more out for today for all signs, and then we'll get some clarifiers out. Toward the end of the reading, I'm going to get one of these yes or no crystals out of this pack. There's a red one and a green one in here. The red one is no, stop, go back. Green is yes, proceed, the green light. So think about a question and keep on watching for that answer. So yeah, let's get one more card out for the collective here. What other energies do we have going on? We've got High Priestess, intuition, and the Eight of Pentacles came out with that too. This is hard work paying off. Your hard work. So I'm getting from this combo that your hard work, your inner work, yeah, your healing work is starting to pay off. But it seems like today there could be a switch required to get into that optimism, but not stupid optimism. Optimism and then being realistic after it, yeah? Or optimistic, just what I've been saying already. So your hard work is paying off. Your hard work of the inner work that the High Priestess has done can now pay off. Great. So clarifies, why have we got the Nine of Wands out here? This wounded warrior. I love it. Five of Emotions. So we've got the wounded warrior out here, as I said, because are you being like that? Are you wary? Are you pessimistic? Yeah, they're pessimistic because of the harm that's been done to them before, because they're wounded, right? Is that your first approach? Is that pessimism? Is it being wary like that? Is it defending yourself? Having that fence up around you with wand in your hand, ready to bop them on the head if they try and get over that? Are you frosty? Have you frosted up your heart and closed it down here with the Five of Emotions? It's time to defrost your heart and get optimistic again. But the caveat is you've got to empower yourself and you've got to be realistic. So when people show you who they are, believe them. Do not beat yourself up about it. So you can open your heart now. Some of you can anyway. If you've learned the empowerment thing, don't do it if you haven't learned the empowerment thing, because then you're susceptible. If you haven't learned empowerment yet, if you're still saying yes to everybody and they're walking all over you and you keep them in your life and you don't have any boundaries and you're constantly saying yes, well, then you need to put those barriers up. You need to put that fence up and you need to have a wand in your hand to bop them on the head with. But if you've been doing that, if you've learned empowerment, then absolutely time to get optimistic. Now, what have we got here? Justice. I've got 3 cards out with that. I'm going to have to take them. So with the Justice card, which means karma, it means about you reaping what you've sown in a good way or a bad way. And the Devil is out with that. The 10 of Inspiration, which is putting down heavy burdens now, and the 4 of Inspiration, this is about Marriage, it can be about marriage. So this could be about relationships. But it also could be about traditional kind of, uh, what was the energy I'm picking up on here? It could be the way that things were done, the way that you've been doing things and the way that things have done. What I'm getting from this is you could have people around you when you've shut down and been this protecting yourself and then learning to empower yourself. People around you saying, we don't do that. You don't do that. You're not allowed to do that. You've got to be open. You've got to keep on, it's that kind of thing. This is the way we do things. We remain open and putting that burden down of the way, like, it's not working for them. It's not working. It doesn't work for anyone, that. So the devil stuff, it's like the negative stuff that's working against you, putting those burdens down, especially when it's traditions like family traditions and stuff like that. You got to put that stuff down so that you can reap what you've sown. So karma can kick in, and you can get your positive stuff out when you let go of those burdens. How are we going to do this that way? Okay, a lot of cards coming out here. So why the Six of Wands? Then we have a victory. So that's about you giving yourself permission, really, to go against what other people are doing and to get this empowerment, boundaries, and optimism kind of high vibing thing, new way of functioning, of approaching life in place so that you can have this victory. Tell us more about the Six of Wands here. Oh, I can't keep on getting 3 cards with everything. I guess we can. Okay, why the Six of Wands? What is this victory? Well, the Hierophant, that's like the High Priestess. It's the male version of the High Priestess. The Five of Voices, so a battle, an ongoing battle. This could be a lesson that's been repeating in your life over and over again. You've sorted it out within yourself. That's like the spiritual lesson kind of card. And then the Ace of Voices is like the truth then coming in. See, this is very much connected with this Justice card here, is that it's your inner work. That's what I was saying about this, the High Priestess as well. Your inner work is paying off now from this, the fights that you've been in, the struggles that you've been in. The truth is coming out now. So yeah, your hard inner work is paying off. It's paying off now. Okay, let's put those there. So this is like the same thing repeated. Let's have it repeated again. The High Priestess and the Eight of Pentacles. Like I said, that is your inner work now paying off. Your inner work of the High Priestess, of doing those things that help you to get in alignment into your intuition. It's paying off now. And you might have experienced the flip side of that, the devil side of that. In other words, the people not liking it when you're drawing up boundaries, the people not liking you just absorbing their bad energy, or you enabling them, or you bending over backwards, being that doormat, continuing doing that stuff for them. They might not like it when you, they might not even like your optimism. So, but that hard work is paying off now. You're going to start seeing the benefits of that after you've experiencing the flip side of it. And why do we experience the flip side of it first? Because we were in that energy ourselves, and that our energy, we've got residual energy left. It takes us some time to break free of an old energy and get into a new energy. And here we go. The Seven of Voices, that is it. This is the universe helping us to move out of that darkness and into the light. It's the path. So that hard work is paying off now. Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess. So a lot of the same information here coming out. Let's get further clarity. Why have we got the Nine of Wands and the Five of Emotions here? So finally healing is what this is. Not just healing, but overcoming the patterns from our healing. Overcoming the patterns that we got into that were kind of dysfunctional, but helped us to heal, helped us to sort it out. We've got growth here behind this. So because we're growing, because we're learning and growing, and it's time to have healthy. That's it. It's coming out of the healing phase and into healthy patterns is what it is. masculine energy as well. So stepping more into the masculine energy. So it could be while you were in that wounded healer stage, you're very much in the feminine. And now it's time to kind of take a little bit more control and bring out your masculine side a little bit more. Justice, 10 of inspiration, the devil on the 4 of inspiration. What's this? This is about going against the way it's done, the way it has been done, so that you can get your true karma, your just rewards. Duality, yeah, the duality. That's about that, the darkness coming out before the light. It's the coldest just before the dawn, isn't it? It's like that. It's the coldest just before the dawn. We have that residual energy going on. 6 of Wands, Ace of Voices, Hierophant, 5 of Voices. This is about ancient wisdom. Oh, and the reunion of souls. Some of you are getting ready for a twin flame relationship here and getting into that alignment. The universe will not let us mess things up. Whether you're trying to manifest success or a twin flame relationship or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, it will not let us have it before we're ready, before we're in those good patterns where we're not going to mess it up, where we're not going to sabotage it, where we're not going to wreck that relationship. Yeah. And so for some of you, this reward, this recognition, this 6 of Wands, this victory, it's about a relationship. You're going to be ready if you're following this guidance. If you're ready for this, you're going to be ready for this relationship that you've been waiting for there. So the High Priestess, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Voices. The universe is helping you do that. Forgiveness. Forgiving yourself, especially when you realize what you've been doing. Like I said, don't beat yourself up. Like once you realize, don't beat yourself up about it. Don't throw your arms up in there going, I never should have done that. I never should have trusted them. We shouldn't be able to predict. We shouldn't be able to always choose the good things. We need to choose, and then when we're showing the outcome of it, see that clearly, and then choose again. Yeah, instead of going, I should have been able to predict that. Even I can't do that. I can't predict whether someone's going to be good or bad, whether something's going to be good or bad. I've just got to be in the highest alignment and then see people as they are, see opportunities as they are, take it as it comes. The self-loving thing, yeah, don't beat yourself up about it. Forgiveness, self-love. Let's stop all of that beating ourselves up about things, especially about the prediction stuff, because the High Priestess, she wants to be able to use her intuition to shield her. That's the 9 of Wands, right? You're not using it to shield yourself. You're using it to be in alignment so that you can continue on your path. But you need to use your own mind, your own empowerment to deal with that path that comes up, to deal with whatever comes up on that path. Yeah, the universe doesn't want to have to shield you from the world. It wants you to be in the world and be able to deal with that and have acceptance of it without beating yourself up about what goes down. Your intuition isn't about predicting things. Readings aren't about predicting things either. Like I know I do these in advance, so it's got a predictive element to it. But it's not. That's not what readings are about. It's about the energy and about how we can change that, how we can deal with that energy to get the best out of it. It's about being able to be in the moment and deal with life in the best way we can and be in the highest alignment that we can so that we can do what we came here to do. It's about reading the current energies rather than predicting it, even though I do record these in advance, so it's kind of prediction. That's the way my guides want to work through me though, because I wouldn't be able to make like one a day. Although I do the Psychic Cafe, so come along to that because we do get deeper into those teachings and the energies. What's going on in our love lives today? There's too many there. What's going on in our love lives today? Thank you. A reconciliation. Da, da, da. Now, it might be the reconciliation today, or it might just be you getting ready for a reconciliation, because it seems like whatever this shift is today may be shifting into optimism again out of that wounded warrior, maybe shifting into empowerment after being disempowered. Whatever stage of this that you're on, it's getting you ready for the reconciliation is what I'm hearing there. Tell us more about this reconciliation carrot that we've got right here. Tell us about this reconciliation. Nothing will come of this situation. So it could be a reconciliation of someone coming back in that you wanted to come back in and you thought that they were your person, but once you get into this energy, I'm like, it's not them. They're showing me that it's not them. So you could, right, so that the reunion of souls here, it could be because of your woundedness that you were trying to cling on to someone that you thought was your person. That reconciliation, they come in. And now with this being optimistic, but being real about it and then not beating yourself up about it. So someone comes back in that you're waiting for, you thought they were a person, you thought they were a twin flame, they show up, and so you're optimistic with them, yeah? But then they show you that they don't care, like they're not invested in it, they're not on the same page as you. And so you accept that, what they're showing you, you make a new decision, and then you don't beat yourself up about it. You forgive yourself for it, for believing that they were the right person anyway. Don't try and make them into the person that they're not. Yeah, this is about seeing things clearly and being able to use your intuition correctly, and then having compassion for yourselves and not beating yourself up about it, right? Yeah. Right, so there is going to be a reunion of today for some people that have been trying to walk down the wrong path there, believing in the things that just aren't right for them. Yeah. Paradise, nice. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. That's nice. And the dragonfly, be light-hearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. So you can be light and playful about it. You don't have to beat them up for it. Don't beat yourself up and don't beat them up. It's not their fault that they're who they are, and they're not who you thought that they were. So you can be light-hearted and playful about this. You can just say, you're not the person for me. Without it being a big, huge, you should have been the right person for me. So it seems to me like the universe is trying to help us through some delusions that we've had today. Because we're learning and we're growing. What else have we got going on today? We've got Bell, an announcement. So it could be you making that announcement. I see things clearly now. You're not the one for me, or this opportunity isn't for me, that kind of thing. Got the Mountain, major challenge to overcome. So it could be challenging for you. It depends how much you invested into that thing that wasn't for you already. How much you brought into the past, and what, I don't know, did you get married to them or something? It could be that. Wind chimes, peace and harmony, a time of peace and harmony, because the Justice and the Six of Wands can come in when you are finally listening to your intuition and then making those good decisions for yourself. Casket, it's putting the lid on something, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation at last. There's a lot of clarity coming today because of all of this, and you can end something. And then we've got pin here, new job or career. So for some of you, it could be, it's not about a relationship. For some of you, it's about a job change, a career change, about a job that you've been doing and releasing that instead of sticking on there, trying to make it be what it's not ever, what it wasn't ever going to be. And what else have we got here? The kiss. So for some of you, it's about a relationship. Yeah, with that reconciliation thing. But for everyone, it's about just a different approach in life of using that optimism so that it doesn't bite you on the bum afterward or make you feel really bad and beat yourself up. The Ocean, an emotional day too, so it could be an emotional farewell to somebody today. It could be emotional because you are saying farewell to dreams that you've had, kind of delusional dreams that you've had, but dreams that you've had, you can have it through someone else. You can have it through another opportunity, another job, but just not that one that you were believing. So the animal, the animal has the eye fixed on what it is that they want, but this is about you can have your dreams come true, that's why we've got the victory card here, but we can't have it through who or through what we want. We can't like say, I want this. I want lots of money, but I want it through the lottery. We can't do things like that. We can't predict, we can't say how we want it to come. I want love, but I want it with that person there that I've decided is my person. We can't do that. But we still keep our eye on what it is that we want, just not how it's going to come, right? Remember, think of a yes or no answer question, because I'm going to pull what the answer out very shortly. But let's get some advice. So how best to deal with these energies today? Let's get some advice from the tarot now. Just one card, please. The advice for today for everybody. How best to deal with these energies today? How best to deal with these energies today? Here we go. The King of Pentacles. So being as stable and in charge of your own stuff as possible. So be in charge of yourself and your own stuff, and don't be projecting it outward. Don't be concerned about other people's issues, what's going on for them and all of that. Stay within your own domain, what's going on inside of you, the way that you're taking things. Really focus on yourself today is what I'm getting from that. Because it could be that your old patterns that have got you into trouble was focusing on your person too much, what's going on for them, their issues, that kind of thing, and it just has you completely wrapped up in someone else's world, and it's not helpful for you. More advice for today, please. Whenever you see me not taking cards like that, it's because a heap of them have fallen out. Or sometimes it's just one or two that fall out, but I'm told, no, it's not that. If I've just been messy or something. We've got the King of Rings. It's the same card. Responsibility, abundance, staying in your own lane, being stable, being responsible for yourself. Dawn of Cups, curiosity and discovery. So be curious, be open to things coming through, new paths, and to how this new perspective on life is going to change your experience. Think of your yes/no answer question now, and the answer is yes. It's the aquamarine, it's yes. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support of my channel. It's very much appreciated. Your views of my videos. You're clicking like as well if you like it. You're subscribing if you really, really like it. You're clicking the notification bell if you want to hear when my stuff comes out. And commenting and sharing with your friends as well. It's very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow. Wow, that was a long one today.